are bored, you will be assimilated. Lower your shields and surrender your homestead. We will add your biological, technological distinctness to our own. Your culture will adapt to serve us. Resistance is futile.
Hey guys, welcome back to Little Piece of Heaven Farm. It's a little past mid-March of 2023. I'm gonna plant some potatoes. And these ones are German butterballs. And you can see some of them are big. And you can cut this in half so long as you have at least 2 eyes per side. So I'm just gonna go ahead and cut this one in half. This one's got little eyes everywhere. Okay, there you go. I don't know if you can see it on there. Right there is an eye. And there's a bunch of eyes right there. So long as you have at least 2 per side. And now you need to let, since you cut them in half, now you're going to let these sit for 2 to 4 days to heal over before you plant them. So I'm going to go ahead and set these aside and I'll let them sit for 2 to 4 days inside my greenhouse. Anyhow, I've got some of these other ones that are smaller. I'm gonna go ahead and get these planted. I'm gonna plant them about 4 to 6 inches deep. And as they grow up, I'll throw more soil around it. Also, you could fertilize these now if you like. You don't want to use a lot of nitrogen, so you want to pick a fertilizer that's low in nitrogen, high in phosphate. Mix that in, because if you put too much nitrogen in, all you're going to get is huge green growth and small potatoes. So it'll put all its energy on the plant and not on the tubers. So I'm going to go ahead and get these all planted in here. Right, there you go. Probably about 2 to 3 weeks, I should see some starting to come up out of the ground. Maybe even sooner. It all depends on the weather, how warm it gets or how cold it gets. That'll affect its growth rate. There is still a potential of freeze within the next 2 weeks, but based on my experience, these potatoes don't sprout out of the ground within that time. So I'm good to go. I'm gonna head over to another bed and plant a different variety. In this bed here, I'm gonna plant some Yukon Golds. These are some of my small ones left over from last year's harvest. So I'm gonna get them planted in there. And this soil had a lot of organic matter, compost in it during the fall. As you can see, there's little red worms. So it's doing good. Also, I put in our wood ash from our wood stove in here and mixed it in. And also created some biochar from my wood stove. So I got that in there. And that should help with the phosphorus. Phosphorus. Anyway, let's get these planted in here and we'll... Okay, I'm in my next bed. As you see, I got a lot of biochar in it. And wood ash from my wood stove. Let's give that a good mix in. All right, let's get these russet potatoes planted. Okay, I got all my potatoes planted. Even though we're still in the rainy season, there's times where we won't get rain for a few days in a row, and you should probably come out and water it, especially if you have a very well drained raised bed. This is all a bunch of organic matter, wood chips, biochar, wood ash, plant matter, leaves, grass clippings, food waste. It's all been composted down. You can see how soft that is. Water will just go right through that. At the same time, it'll also hold water. Kind of odd, huh? Well, anyway, so even though it's in the rainy season, you may have to water them to keep them moist, because they can dry out in the winter, especially if you have raised beds. Anyhow, that'll probably do it for this video, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Happy gardening. We're coming for you, John Boy. We're coming for you, John Boy.